So if you've watched a few of my videos in the past, you'll know that I believe passionately that the only way you're going to survive retirement and ensure you don't run out of money is by investing the vast majority of your retirement savings in global equities, the great companies of the world. But holding cash in retirement is still really important and actually could really enhance your overall investment strategy. It could still be the difference between you running out of money in retirement or having far more than you'll ever need. But how much cash should you be holding? Well, there is actually a really simple formula to it, and in this video I'm going to share that formula with you. My name's Carl Roberts. I'm a chartered financial planner and a regulated financial advisor. So when we talk about cash, what we mean is money that you can easily access within a day or two. Money that's in your bank account or in a savings account or possibly even premium bonds. Money that's not locked away and is not subject to the fluctuations of the investment market. Now, of course, you want to try and get the best interest rate you can on this cash, but you don't want to be locking it away for a fixed year or two because you might not then be able to access this money when you really need it. So to understand how much cash you should be holding in retirement, you first then need to work out what your next 2 years worth of spending commitments are. So this could be your normal monthly outgoings, so things like your bills, your food, the amount you spend on fuel. Then you also need to cost in what you sort of spend each month on socialising and going out and having fun. Then of course if you've got holidays, what do you spend on holidays in an average year? And then any gifts to friends and family that you might be making. And then once you've got that monthly figure, you need to times that by 12, so you've got a yearly amount, and then times that by 2, so you've got a 2 years worth of ongoing commitments. And then add that to any one-off spending commitments you've got in the next 2 or 3 years. So this could be big outlays that you've got to fix part of your house, or you might do an extension, or you're going to have a new kitchen. Also add things like super holidays you might be going on. It might be a big birthday coming up and you're going to do a big one-off holiday, much more expensive than you'd normally spend. And then also any early inheritances you plan to gift to the kids. Add this amounts to your ongoing commitments that we've just worked out previously. So now you should have your total spending figure for the next 2 years. And what we need to do next is to deduct any secure income that you'll have coming in over the next 2 years. So when we say secure income, we mean things like your state pension. The government state pension is secure because it will be paid to you for the rest of your life, and you'll know roughly what you're going to get each four weeks or so. So state pension. Also pension annuity. If you've already got a pension annuity coming in, that's secure as well for the rest of your life. And also any defined benefit pensions that are in payout. So add all those forms of secure income. So if you know the monthly amounts, again, times them by 12 and then times them by 2. So you've got the 2-year figure. So we're going to deduct that income from the spending figure we worked out previously. So now you have it. Now you have the figure that you need to ensure that you hold in cash at all times. And let's just make that a bit clearer by going through an example. So here we have Richard. He's 68 and he's recently retired. His monthly outgoings on all his bills and things are £3,500 per month, which over the 2 years will cost £84,000. He's got a big holiday planned to Australia in the next year, which he budgets will cost £15,000, and he wants to replace his kitchen in his house at a cost of £18,000. So in total, over the next 2 years, Richard plans to spend £117,000. Now we need to look at Richard's income over the next 2 years, his secure income. He's currently receiving his state pension, which is £815 every 4 weeks. So that works out to be £10,600 per year, and has a small defined benefit pension paying £5,400 per year. So we can deduct the 2 years of income, which comes to £32,000, from Richard's required spending figure. And this leaves him needing to hold £85,000 in cash for the next 2 years. So why the 2-year figure? Why hold 2 years worth of spending commitments in cash whilst you're in retirement? Well, once you're in retirement, you're going to be using your retirement savings to top up the secure income you've got in retirement. So you're going to be selling units in the funds inside your pension and investments to release cash to provide you with a regular income or top up your other secure income so that you can live and have fun. Now, the unit price of your pension investments is going to fluctuate on a daily basis because it's invested. And if you've seen the other videos, you'll know that we recommend investing in global equities. But they're volatile, so the price is going to fluctuate on an ongoing basis. And sometimes that price is going to drop dramatically. We're going to enter what's called a bear market, where the price of stocks have fallen 20% below the previous high. And when we enter these periods, because they will come, they always come, they're a feature, not a bug of the global investing system. When they come, you're going to need to sell more units just to release the same amount of cash that you require because the price has fallen so much. Now, if we go back to January 1926, in the UK stock market, we can see that the average bear market lasts 1 year and 6 months. Now, some bear markets have lasted a bit longer than this, and many are a lot shorter than this. But the average is about 1 year and 6 months. So by holding 2 years worth of cash, if we enter one of these bear markets, or when we enter one of these bear markets, we don't really want to be selling lots more units in your pension investment funds. Because remember, there's no more money coming in that can top these funds back up. You're not earning anymore, you've retired. So we don't really want to be selling units at that point. But because you've got this cash safety emergency fund on the side, we can stop withdrawals from your retirement savings, your pensions and your investments, and start to use withdrawals from cash. And what this will do is it'll allow us time, or you time, for your pension and investments to recover in price. Because as long as you stick with the investment strategy, ultimately, the market's always going up eventually. So it will recover. We don't know how long, but it will recover as long as you stick to the plan. So by having that 2 years worth of cash, you can be confident and safe that you don't need to withdraw from your pension investments, and you've got the money there to use some cash instead. And once the market recovers, you can stop taking money out of your cash, go back to making withdrawals from your pensions and investments. And potentially, if growth is good, you can top then the cash fund back up. So some of you may be thinking that if investments in the stock markets fluctuate so much and we enter these bear markets on a regular basis, why invest at all? Why not hold all of your retirement savings in cash? Well, you may think you're safe by holding all your money in cash in retirement, but there's actually two very real risks that you need to be aware of. Your first one is when you enter retirement, you're likely to be in retirement for a very long time. Possibly longer than 30 years. So your money needs to last at least 30 years. And the problem is, over time, money is going to face inflation. So prices of things that you use and buy over time will rise in value, potentially sort of 2.5 times over that 30-year period. And cash does not have a very good track record of beating inflation. What does have a good track record of beating inflation is investing in global equities over the long term. So whilst in the short term global equities will be volatile and can fall significantly, over longer periods of 5, 10, 15, 20 years, the chances of success are very, very high that returns will beat inflation. Even the dividends, so the profits of the great companies of the world, tends to rise more than 2 times the rate of inflation over the long term. And the stock market does generally go up around 75% of the time. You can see some of my other videos on the way the stock market works and the probabilities of success. And the beauty of having the cash buffer is that it will give you the confidence that you don't need to worry about what's going on in the stock market. Yes, you need to be aware of when these bear markets, these dramatic falls happen, because that's when we're going to use our cash buffer. But by having the cash buffer there and knowing it's there, you can feel confident investing in these global equities because you know that you can stop withdrawals from them when the market does fall. I hope you found this video useful. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel because there's lots more videos coming soon.